And in provincial politics, there was an end-of-session wrap-up with the PC House leader today, who is touting their accomplishments since the election. And they made this list of the top 20 accomplishments, ending cap and trade, launching an audit of government spending, and buck a beer. But there's one thing missing from this list: repealing the Liberal sex ed curriculum. It may not be there because it's turning into one of the government's biggest challenges. I put the question to Todd Smith.
I'm curious, with your top 20 accomplishments here, why isn't repealing sex ed listed here? It was one of your campaign promises. Is it because it's one of the hot button items that you're getting a lot of pushback on, and are you going to be maybe pulling back a little bit from it?
No. We're committed to doing that. That's a promise that the Premier made during the election campaign.
Yes, Doug Ford promised to get rid of the Liberals' updated sex ed curriculum. His predecessor, Patrick Brown, was going to keep it, but Ford tapped into the anger of his base.
Put it in the garbage! Put it in the garbage!
Which helped him become the PC leader before his majority sweep in the election. But now the government is facing heat for reverting back to the old curriculum written in 1998, before same-sex marriage was legal, while they consult and write a new one. The Elementary Teachers Union spoke against it earlier this week.
They use their professional judgment to teach any or all parts of the 2015, the current modern curriculum.
And Ontario's High School Teachers Union echoed those sentiments today.
At the very least, it's a mess because of the lack of clarity.
So what are you telling your teachers to do?
We will be saying use your professional judgment to meet your own ethical imperatives in terms of keeping kids safe and healthy, and whatever happens after that, you will have the full backing of OSSTF behind you should you find that an employer has moved to discipline.
Doug Ford has said the majority of parents have told him they're against the updated sex ed curriculum. However, CityNews has obtained a Liberal survey that suggests the majority support it, or at least they did back in 2015. A live caller telephone survey taken 3 years ago showed 66% were in favor of it. According to the report, this was the consistent finding over a 3-year period. It concluded 40% strongly supported the new curriculum, 26% somewhat supported it, 13% somewhat opposed it, and 19% strongly opposed it. Not surprisingly, support and opposition were divided along party lines. 62% who strongly supported the new sex ed curriculum were Liberal supporters. 45% who strongly opposed it were PC voters, while 42% in favor of it were NDP supporters. It raises a problem for the PC government. It has to appease voters who approved of the curriculum while satisfying a smaller number who didn't. It could be the reason repealing the sex ed curriculum didn't make the PC's list of accomplishments.
But why isn't repealing the curriculum listed in your top 20 here?
That's a very good question. I did not put that list together, but I can tell you there are many, many accomplishments that we're very proud of over the last number of months. Thanks, Cynthia.
Now, after the news conference, a government spokesperson told me repealing the sex ed curriculum didn't make this list because they haven't announced the plan for consultation yet. The Premier has promised parents in every riding across the province will be consulted.